You are welcome to the Wealthy Continent channel, a channel dedicated to the great people and continent of Africa. Remember, where you find yourself tomorrow is a function of the decisions and actions you take today. On our series, You Are Responsible for Your Life, we're going to be looking at the topic, you need to sit down to change your life. Some people are so hyperactive, while some people are so passive about their life. The hyperactive ones just jump around everywhere. They move around everywhere. They are there, they are this, they are in these parties, they are doing this home warming, they are doing ceremony somewhere. They move around. The passive ones just take everything casually. They don't do anything about their life. Now, some of those people are surprised to see what is happening in my life. Why is my life like this? They are surprised because they just expect things to happen. But it doesn't work that way. If we're going to make changes and see changes in our life, it starts with us. We have to be the change. Then we now start seeing the result of the change that we have embraced. So you need to sit down. Who is going to sit down to think about your life for you? Is it the government? Is it your organization? Is it your family? Are your friends going to sit down for you? Is it your religious organization? Who is going to sit down to say, wow, what is happening about my life? I want you to know that you are the one that is still going to sit down. You need to sit down. Some people don't know how to sit down and be comfortable with themselves without nobody being there. It's a practice you need to embrace, where you can sit down and look at things objectively, where you can sit down and avoid all kinds of distraction, where there is no noise, there's peace, there's calmness, both internally and externally. Then you start to look at issues. What is happening in my life? What is happening in my finances? What is happening concerning my career? What is happening concerning my business? What is happening concerning my relationship? How have I done? What can I do? How can I improve this? Until you start to sit down and start analyzing stuff, you won't know where the changes should be made. And the truth is this, the change starts with you. If you want things to change, you have to change first. Now, there are some things you have to do. You have to sit down. Sit down, whether in your room, whether in the library. Find a quiet place, sit down. Get a pen and a paper. What exactly do you want to see in your life happen? Where are you going? You need to allocate time. It's so important. People spend a lot of time with others. They spend a lot of time on TV, surfing the internet, chatting, gossiping, partying, and everything. But they don't spend enough time with themselves to know what is happening in their life, to know what they need to do, to know how they need to do, to evaluate things. So you need to first sit down and allocate time. I always tell people this, if you want to get things done, is either you do it very late at night where people are sleeping, or very early in the morning when people are still sleeping. So you have the quietness of the environment. You have a pen and paper to analyze stuff. You start to think. You start to read. You start to write things down. You start to strategize. You'll be surprised what will happen when you start writing things down, because it becomes clearer to you. You start processing things and you start looking at it and start making relevant adjustments. At the end of the day, you come out with a plan. Guess what will happen? When you start executing those plans, you start to see result. When you start reviewing those plans, you start to see result. So you need to be comfortable with yourself. Sit down with a pen and paper and start looking at different areas of your life. Start getting books on those areas. Now, don't be deceived that you're an adult doesn't mean you know everything. I don't know everything. And that's why you have to learn. We have to become a lifetime student. Start learning what you don't know. Start making adjustments. The truth is you don't know what you don't know. And if you don't know something, it's very difficult for you to capitalize on what you don't know. So read, think, analyze, plan, and take massive action. And when you've taken the action, evaluate what you have done, review it, refine it, and do it again. At the end of the day, you will start seeing results, positive results in your life, positive changes in your life, And you know what? You will start enjoying the time that you have to yourself. Stop jumping around. Stop gallivanting around. Stop being everywhere at every time. It's time for you to take a seat, evaluate your life, and start making progress. If you have been getting value from our videos, we would like you to consider subscribing to this channel, clicking on that like button, and sharing with others. Remember, you are a difference maker, and being different is normal. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time.